I'm here to present you my NBA core plays for Tuesday, February 26th. If you're new to this channel, please make sure and click the subscribe button below. This way you can watch all of our NBA, NFL, and MLB videos. And if you haven't came and checked out our website here at dfscheatsheet.com, you're absolutely missing out. We have all the tools to help you compete with the pros day in and day out, including a complete optimizer, tons of content, daily Fanduel and Draftkings cash lineups. Hey, we're truly a one-stop shop for all your DFS needs. So make sure to come check out the site here at dfscheatsheet.com. So, hey man, we got a small slate today, 3-game slate. Whenever we have small slates, I always make sure and reiterate it to you guys that, hey, small slate, you more just want to play GPPs. If you don't have one guy in your cash lineups, you're pretty much screwed that night. I mean, that's what it really comes down to. So anytime it's a 4-game slate or less, definitely recommend more GPPs. Go to our optimizer, run 150 combinations straight out the optimizer. You can build a player pool in there if you want. There's a bunch of different things you could do. Have some fun with the good GPP night to definitely have some fun. Yeah, man, so I'm ready just to jump into this core video real quick before we do. If you guys don't mind, please take a quick second. Click the like button down below for me. Help me out. Really, really appreciate that from you guys. And yeah, man, so let's just jump into this core. So today it was a little bit of a tough slate to do, to be honest with you. I was kind of struggling a little bit. Took me a little bit while to figure out this core, but I think I got to narrow it down a little bit. So I'm going to start with Russell Westbrook. The guy's probably going to be crazy high on tonight, going into Denver to face the Nuggets. This is going to be a very competitive game. I expect it to be very competitive. We know what we get from Russell Westbrook. Basically a triple-double every single night. The guy fills up the stats. He gives us a solid floor. And then, on top of all that, one thing I do want to mention is 3 of the past 4 games, he scored at least 41 real-life points. He struggled most of the year scoring the ball, shooting the ball, and he looks like he's really hot right now. And I definitely think this is a spot where you can have a monster game. So I'm going to start the day with Russell Westbrook as my first pick. We're going to stay in the same game, and I'm going to go with Jamal Murray. I don't love this spot for Jamal Murray. I definitely don't love it, but 6,800 is a very fair price tag. We need about 33, 34 for value. And the guy, he's Jamal Murray. We're going to get anywhere from, 25 to 40 fantasy points every single night. It's usually going to be more right around the 30, 32. One thing I will note is that, Denver has a lot of guys that are coming back, a lot of bodies that are healthy right now. But Jamal Murray and Jokic, for the most part, are the 2 guys that usually they get their run regardless. So I definitely think that Jamal Murray will, be in the low 30s tonight minute-wise. And then, he's had 2 games this season already going against, Russell Westbrook and the Thunder. And, this is it's an up-tempo game for him. It's a pace bump game for the Denver Nuggets team as a whole. 6.8, like I said, the price tag is down. In the 2 games that he faced them this year, he's got 28 and 40 fantasy points. If he gets me, 35 fantasy points, I'll be happy, move on. I think he's a guy that's going to get some ownership. Just put him in your cash games if you're going to play cash games to kind of move on. Next, we're going to go to the shooting guard position. I need to find some value, a guy that I'm really, really liking. If I had to pay for anybody, it probably would be Dotson. I like Dotson a lot today. The guy's been playing very, very well. He's got you at least 30 minutes in 3 of the past 4 games, and he's scoring the ball. He's got you 20, 27 real-life scoring points the past 2. But the guy that I'm going to go with, you can use this guy. He's probably going to be kind of owned as well, more as a drop spot play. You can look for Alonzo Trier. The guy's played at least 26 minutes in 3 of the past 4, and he scored, 19. He scored 19 points in 2 of the 4 games. So the guy can score the ball. He does a little bit of everything. 3,700. If it doesn't work out, he could just be a drop spot. So we got to kind of figure out who's going to be our drop spot tonight, and I think he's a premier one. I'm going to go with him and my shooting guard. Moving on to the small forward position, a guy, obviously I really like Paul George, don't get me wrong, but I'm going to take the discount of 2,000 on Kawhi Leonard. He had a day of rest against Orlando, going to come back fresh and healthy today. And then, on top of that, he gets a matchup with Boston that he's absolutely exploited this season so far. He's had a couple of really, really good games against Boston, with the last one being he got 52 fantasy points, early in January. So I like this spot for Kawhi Leonard. I'm definitely going to take the $2,000 discount and go with Kawhi Leonard over Paul George. But Paul George probably has a little bit more upside. I will tell you that. I'm just thinking cash games, trying to get some guys in that I absolutely love. Moving on, I'm going to finish off at the center position. A guy that everybody's going to be on is going to be Mitchell Robinson. And I understand, man. I understand the Mitchell Robinson play. There's not going to be a DeAndre Jordan. He's probably going to start. But the price tag is up a little bit. We need 34 just for him to hit value now. He's coming off a monster game. But one thing I want to note, though, is this guy, whenever he has the big-time games, it's really when he gets a bunch of blocks. I mean, he's got you at least 3 blocks in 4 straight games. That's 9 points. Last game, you got your 5 blocks. That's 15 fantasy points. So I just don't like really counting on people for defensive stats. I guess for Mitchell Robinson, he's a little bit different because he is going to get a couple blocks. I mean, it is what it is. That's this guy's game. In 36 minutes on the season, he's averaging 5.5 blocks. So I think that he could get a couple. I just don't like depending on defensive stats. And this is a spot where he's going against a really good big Vucevic. Mitch Robinson, a young guy. I think this is a spot where he can get a foul trouble as well. The guy I'm going to go with is Steven Adams. Yes, I understand Steven Adams hasn't been, playing the best. I understand that. But the guy's still getting the minutes. He's playing, 35, 36 minutes a game. He hasn't really been scoring the ball. But he gets a matchup going against Denver. Last time he faced Denver earlier this year, he had 50 fantasy points. So do I want to pay 11,000 plus for Jokic, who's gonna, get me, 45 fantasy points? Or am I gonna take the discounted price on Steven Adams at 6.6, where we only need 32 for value, and he has 50 fantasy point upside as well? I'm definitely gonna go with Steven Adams over Jokic. I think he's a much better play if I'm gonna pick a center for one of those two out of one of those two for this game. So this is kind of where I'm at. Kind of get you started for the day. Westbrook, Jamal Murray, Trier, like I said, he's more of a drop spot play. Kawhi Leonard has had 2 really big games this season against Boston. I like him a lot. 2,000 discount from Paul George. And I'll round it off with Steven Adams. 6,600 buy low opportunity for a guy who absolutely crushed this spot already one time this season. Yeah, man. Hey, got you guys about 5,300 to finish this up. I mean, if you don't want to go with Westbrook, you can always pay down and go with the Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving has had a couple solid games this year against Toronto as well. So that's something that you can definitely do. I just think that, Russell Westbrook is going to be a guy that's very owned. You kind of just put him in your lineups and move on, figure the rest out. So, yeah, man, hey, if you guys want to play the actual lineups that we're playing every single night, or you want to go mess with our optimizer, check out the website, dfscheatsheet.com. We got everything that you need to help you compete with the pros day in and day out. Hey, if I don't talk to you guys before then, good luck on your guys' contest tonight, and peace out.